Depending on the occasion, it's important to know how to set a table and to follow the proper table setting etiquette. And there are types of table settings: formal, informal, and the basic table setting. The formal table setting is popular for weddings, holiday meals, or any occasions when more than 3 courses will be served. You may also find a formal table setting at high-end restaurants that serve multiple courses. The informal table setting is probably the most widely used. This setting is also referred to as casual table setting. It is a great fit for casual weddings, dinner parties, or any occasion that needs a just bit of dressing up without being too formal. The basic table setting is essentially a simplified version of the informal table setting with just a few subtle differences. It is great for daytime brunches, casual dinner parties, or for fancy dinners at home. Choosing the right table setting for your event will depend on several factors, including the formality of the event, how many courses to be served, and how it will be served. To start, let's begin with a few general table setting rules that apply to each type of table setting. For starters, utensils are placed in the order in which they are used, with the first ones placed on the outside. For example, the salad fork is placed on the outermost edge of the left side before the dinner fork. This is because the salads are usually served before the main course. Forks. These are usually placed on the left side of the main service plate. The exception is the dessert fork, which can be placed above the plate, and the oyster fork, which is placed on the right side. Knives are always placed on the right side of the plate, with the cutting blade facing inwards towards the plate. Spoons are typically placed on the right side of the plate. The exception is the dessert spoon, which is placed directly above the service plate. Placement. All utensils should be placed about an inch from the edge of the table and lined up evenly from the bottom ends. Set only what you use. Only set the utensils that will be used throughout the service. Now that we've got the basics, it's time to learn more about each of the table setting types. Serving plate should be placed in the middle of the table setting. A napkin is placed to the left of the plate, and the fork rests on the top of the napkin. A knife is placed to the right of the plate. A water glass or coffee cup is optional, placed above the knife and slightly to the right. A serving plate should be placed in the middle of the table setting. A bread plate should be placed to the top left of the serving plate. Place a butter knife on the top of the bread plate with the blade facing down and the handle towards the right. Place a water glass above and place the wine glass to the right of the water glass. Silverware on the left side of the serving plate begins with the salad fork on the outside and the dinner fork on the inside. Silverware on the right side of the serving plate from the inside out will consist of a dinner knife, soup spoon, and teaspoon. Now I'm going to show you the formal table setting. Begin by placing an iron tablecloth on the table and placemat. Placemats, also known as table mats, are coverings or small pads that are designated for individual place settings. A serving plate goes in the center of the place setting. Dinner knife. The dinner knife is placed to the immediate right of the service plate, corresponding with the placement of the dinner fork. Dinner fork. The dinner fork is placed to the immediate left of the charger or service plate. Salad knife. The salad is served after the soup. Therefore, the corresponding knife is placed to the left of the soup spoon. Salad fork. Salad is the second course that is served, so the salad fork is placed at the outer left edge of the table setting. The salad fork is usually smaller than dinner fork. Soup spoon. In a formal service, soup is the first course that is served. Therefore, the soup spoon is placed on the second outer edge of the right side. Teaspoon. The teaspoon is placed on the outer edge of the right side and placed on the saucer behind the cup handle. Dessert spoon. The dessert spoon should be placed directly above the serving plate in horizontal alignment with the handle towards the right, while the dessert fork with the handle towards the left. Bread plate. A bread plate should be placed to the left of the serving plate. Place a butter knife on the top of the bread plate with the blade facing down and the handle towards the right. Next is, place first the water glass to upper right, then red wine and white wine glass. It should be alphabetical, WA, WI, water glass, and wine glass. Cup and saucer. A cup and saucer should be placed above the soup spoon and slightly to the right. Lastly, the napkin above the serving plate, or we can put it under the forks. But usually, we see this above the serving plate. Now we have here the formal table setting. Enjoy your meal, Mom and Sir.
Have a nice day.
Now that we've completed the guide, we are now ready to go for the next event with confidence. Use the place setting template to ensure that you will provide your guest with the best experience. And that's all for this video. Thank you.
Every single day